What an epic intro. Hey guys, Swarzide, and we're ready to start our new Let's Play of Red version. And unfortunately, this is kind of a dull intro. All it does is it kind of cycles through Pokemon. There's a whole bunch of Pokemon it can cycle through, but nothing to... Well, we'll start on Pikachu, so whatever. And I'm going to check my options, because we'll do that before we actually start. Actually, we already have fast text speed. And we're going to start a new game. Hello there, welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People call me the Pokemon Professor. This world is inhabited by creatures called Pokemon. For some people, Pokemon are pets. Others use them for fights. Myself, I study Pokemon as a profession. First, what is your name? Now, what we're going to do for this is, since we are doing this kind of in conjunction with Silver, we're going to use it so it actually kind of makes sense in the continuation of the story. So we're going to play as Red, and we're going to name our rival Blue. And because it bugs me that all uppercase letters bug me, we're not doing it that way. And Forgetful Oak. Red, your very own Pokemon legend is about to unfold. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits. Let's go! Alright. Well, I'm going to say, right off the bat here, that this is going to be a complete Pokedex run in conjunction with Silver and any extraneous Pokemon, which there should be very few of, are going to be gotten in other games and traded in off-screen. Now, we start off in Pallet Town. And before anyone says anything, the colors, I tried my best to get it to be what it looks like on the Game Boy Color, but I did my best and it didn't work. So I just went back to what it said as, which I think, from what I read online, is the colors it looks like when you play it on Pokemon Stadium 2. Now, if you go into Oak's lab, you'll find Blue just waiting for you, saying that Professor Oak is not here, and Oak's got too many aides. Take that as you will. And there's a couple NPCs that don't do much, but really what you have to do is you have to start leaving. And he says, "Hey, wait, don't go out!" And he gets you out of the grass before you have a chance to find any Pokemon that, I don't know. And he takes you back to his lab. Now, basically, where was I going with that? And Blue's an impatient little brat. And he's going to give us the choice of 3 Pokemon. And blah, blah, blah. What'd you do with the rest of them, then? I mean, he says he had a whole bunch of Pokemon, but he's down to 3. How do you lose your Pokemon? Because they don't actually die in-game. Now, basically, we've got a choice. I'm saying basically a lot. Charmander is a fire type. All 3 starters will evolve twice. Charmander evolves into Charmeleon at level 16, and then Charizard at level 36, where it gains a flying type along with its fire type. And next is Squirtle. Yep. And Squirtle evolves into Wartortle at level 16 and Blastoise at level 36, and it's water type all the way through. Charmander is probably the hardest Pokemon to go in through especially the beginning of this game with, but it is probably the best one of them offensively. Blastoise is great defensively and is great against the first gym, but is not nearly as powerful as Charizard. And the final one, you could pick Bulbasaur. Is a grass and poison type. Evolves into Ivysaur at level 16 and then Venusaur at level 32. And it is very status oriented, which we'll get into later. For this walkthrough, we are going to choose Charmander because I like Charizard better than the other 3, or the other 2. What am I talking about? And I'm just going to keep it going with, I'm going to go with the most difficult Pokemon to go through the game with. And for this Let's Play, we are going to actually name our team members. Now, this one is a Bionicle reference for those of you who don't know. And so we're going to call Charmander Vakama. And blue will steal whatever Pokemon, or well, he doesn't steal it. It's not Pokemon Yellow, but he takes the Pokemon that beats yours type-wise. And then as soon as you step by these bookshelves, he wants to fight. And then we will commence battle. And in this basic tutorial battle, that's all about basic attacks. So basically, you're both at level 5. You both have 2 moves. Charmander has Scratch. Squirtle and Bulbasaur both have Tackle. Charmander and Bulbasaur both have Growl, and Squirtle has Tail Whip. Tail Whip will lower your defense. Growl lowers attack. So, really, your best bet is to just spam your attacking move. They're gonna try to use status moves on you. If you get low, use that potion. I didn't mention it, but we grabbed it out of our PC right away. I really should have mentioned it then. And this... okay, we can win. We don't need to use the potion, conveniently. And Squirtle went down pretty easily. And this will always give you a level if you win, so you really want to win. And he's like, I picked the wrong Pokemon regardless of which Pokemon he picks. And apparently he thinks that, well, I don't suppose it's abuse because you do the exact same thing. But now it's basically, it just says, alright, now you have a Pokemon, now go wherever you want. But it's very driven as to where you can go and when. Now on this first route, you will find 2 different Pokemon. You will find Pidgey or Rattata. This is obviously a Pidgey. Pidgey is a normal and flying type, and Rattata is a normal type. They appear 50% each, so basically what you're going to want to do, since you can't catch Pokemon yet, you're going to want to attack and defeat every Pokemon that you see on your way up. Now, you might get lucky or unlucky depending on how you want to look at it, and you won't find any Pokemon. Now, you're going to want to talk to this guy. I'm saying the same things again and again. This guy will give you another potion, especially if you used your other one up. And this route's very straightforward, and I'm going to leave these battles in because, I don't know, I'm going to grind off them. I'm not going to run away. But I'm really glad to start this because it's been real pain just to try to get this going, because I've been trying a bunch of different recording styles and stuff, particularly trying to record right off my emulator instead of the screen recording that I'm doing right now. But I could not get it to work for the life of me without lagging on this computer, so we're going with this, which is kind of indirect, but it's not horrible qualities, so I will deal with it. And if I can figure it out even halfway through the Let's Play, I don't care. Then I'll start doing it. But here's a Rattata. You can basically see what it is. I don't remember if I mentioned this already, but I will be completing the Pokedex on this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. But that will include catching every Pokemon. And I'm not going to cop out and use just trade in Pokemon from Silver just to help complete this Pokedex. I'm going to catch everything you can catch in this game. And I will show you my battles with them and everything. And here we are in Viridian City, where probably the first thing you're going to want to do is go to the Pokemon Center, because if you fought every Pokemon like I did, your Pokemon's probably pretty beat up. And it's probably not looking too good. This guy says there's Pokemon Centers in every town and that they're free. There's like one of these guys in a lot of the Pokemon Centers, and they bug me so much because the sprite is off. Like down here, you're in line, but he's like below you, and it bugs me. And your basics to the Pokemon Center is this lady will heal your Pokemon. This lady is for linking and stuff. Why is there another machine there? I've never really thought about that. This guy says that there's the PC in the corner which stores your Pokemon that you're not currently using right now. And then, well, in order to progress in the game, we want to go north. However, there's this mean old man that says this is private property. And his granddaughter says he hasn't had his coffee yet. Oh, it's private property. I'm pretty sure this is like a school or something where you can actually try to memorize your notes. Looked at the notebook. Pokeballs are used to catch Pokemon. Up 6 Pokemon, blah 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 blah. Basic stuff. Stuff probably even people who haven't played Pokemon know. So since we can't go that way, this way is kind of pointless without Pokeballs. What we want to do is we want to go to the Pokemart. And the guy there will notice us from Pallet Town. Maybe we've made some trips here in the past or something. And we get Oak's parcel. And with that, well, it doesn't actually tell you, but you want to take it back to him. Well, he will tell you if you talk to him again. Now, there's a way to go down this route without going in... Well, there's very few grass. Very few patches of grass. Oh my gosh. This is not the time to... Oh, wow. I accidentally step in one patch of grass, and there's a Pokemon. How that figures. But... Any experience is good experience, and... Especially because since we are not going to be catching any Pokemon... Well, we're not going to be using any Pokemon we catch before we fight the first gym leader. We are going to want a lot of training. And that gym leader is quite easy if you chose either of the other two starters. Charmander, it's quite difficult. Now, let's take that parcel back to Oak. And... Oh, Vakama likes us. And we give him the parcel, which is apparently a custom Pokeball. That is never expanded on, which is disappointing, because that would have been cool to be some sort of storyline arc. But this is a Game Boy game, so that doesn't happen. Well, okay, that's not true. There are Game Boy games with good stories. It's just Pokemon doesn't. And it's better in these games where it doesn't try very hard. And we get our Pokedex, which is the driving force of me playing Pokemon. Because it basically says, catch every Pokemon you can, and we will do that. And he will tell you that he will tell his sister not to give us a town map. Which obviously means go talk to his sister and get a town map. And we're going to do that. Not that I'm ever going to need to use the town map, but just to show it off. And now we can go back up Route 1 again. And there's another Pidgey. What else can I say? I do already have my team all planned out, and so don't bother me about that. I don't know what else to say before we really get into this, because we need to go get to Viridian City and get our Pokeballs so we can really get started with this. Ooh, yay, level 8. Nice. Actually, if you need it, you can go talk to your mom back in Pallet Town, and she will heal your Pokemon. Oh my gosh, another battle. Hello, Rattata. And, well, I guess this color scheme is not entirely a bad thing, because now I can see the green, yellow, and red health, which I couldn't do on the original versions. No, I suppose if I need something to talk about, I could explain why I chose red. I picked red because I originally, with me and my brother, when we got our Game Boy Colors, which were our first gaming systems, he got blue and I got yellow. So we didn't have red for a long time. Then, when I eventually got red from an old gaming store when I was at my grandma's house, I didn't try it out for a while, and then when I finally did, I got to about Mountain Moon, and then the game froze up and never has worked for me again. So I've never actually beaten the game red. Mountain Moon is the farthest I've ever gotten in red. So anyway, with us getting back to Viridian City, we are going to end this part off, and I will see you next time where we will start catching Pokemon. And that will be fun, and it will be an epic adventure. So I will see you guys then.